Imagine waking up with big plans. Today you're going to exercise. You'll eat healthy. You'll stop scrolling endlessly. You'll finally work on that dream you've been postponing. For a few hours, everything feels possible. Then something happens. Your phone buzzes. You open one app. 5 minutes become 50. You tell yourself you'll start after one more video, then one more. Before you know it, the day is over. You feel guilty. You blame yourself. You promise tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow looks exactly the same. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people fight this invisible battle every single day. The problem isn't that people don't know what they should do. Almost everyone knows junk food is unhealthy. Everyone knows exercise is good. Everyone knows sleep matters. Knowledge isn't the problem. The real problem is that your brain values comfort more than change. And until you understand how your brain works, bad habits will always feel stronger than good intentions. The good news: today you'll discover why your brain keeps choosing short-term pleasure over long-term success, and more importantly, how you can retrain it. Because once you understand the rules of your brain, you stop fighting yourself. You start working with yourself. Let's begin. Point 1. Your brain is built to save energy. Thousands of years ago, life was dangerous. Humans had to hunt for food, escape predators, survive harsh weather. Every bit of energy mattered. Because of that, the brain evolved to conserve effort whenever possible. Even today, your brain still follows that ancient programming. Whenever you face two choices, work out or stay on the couch, read a book or watch videos, cook dinner or order fast food, your brain naturally prefers the option that requires less effort, not because it's lazy, because it's efficient. Psychologists call this cognitive ease. Your brain constantly searches for the easiest path. That's why bad habits feel automatic. They don't require thinking. They don't require effort. The scary part? Every time you choose the easier option, your brain strengthens that pathway. It becomes even easier next time. Imagine walking through a forest. The first path is difficult, but if you walk the same trail every day, eventually it becomes a smooth road. Habits work exactly the same way. The more often you repeat a behavior, the easier your brain makes it. The lesson? Don't rely on motivation. Design your environment so the good choice becomes the easy choice. Point 2. Dopamine tricks you into repeating bad habits. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical. That's only partly true. Dopamine is actually the chemical of anticipation. It makes you crave rewards before you even receive them. Think about social media. Every notification creates uncertainty. Maybe someone liked your post. Maybe someone messaged you. Maybe something exciting happened. That uncertainty creates a dopamine spike. Your brain starts chasing the possibility of a reward. This is why one quick check turns into an hour of scrolling. The same thing happens with junk food, video games, online shopping, even procrastination. Your brain remembers that these activities gave quick rewards before, so it keeps pushing you toward them. The problem? Quick dopamine often leads to long-term regret. Real success works differently. Exercise doesn't feel amazing immediately. Learning a new skill isn't instantly exciting. Building a business takes patience. But these activities create deeper, longer-lasting satisfaction. The challenge is teaching your brain to wait, because the greatest rewards in life usually arrive slowly. Point 3. Your identity creates your habits. Here's something powerful. People rarely act according to their goals. They act according to who they believe they are. If someone constantly says, "I'm just lazy," "I'm terrible with money," "I can never stay disciplined," their brain begins looking for evidence to prove those beliefs true. Every action reinforces the identity. That's why changing habits without changing identity rarely lasts. Instead of saying, "I want to exercise," start saying, "I'm becoming someone who values health." Instead of, "I want to read," say, "I'm the kind of person who learns every day." Small shift, huge difference. Because every tiny action becomes a vote for the person you're becoming. Miss one workout? You're still someone who values health. Read only one page? You're still a reader. Identity grows through repetition, not perfection. Point 4. Small wins rewire the brain faster than big goals. Most people fail because they aim too high too soon. They decide to wake up at 5 a.m., exercise for 2 hours, meditate, read 50 pages, drink only water, completely change their life overnight. Their brain sees this as overwhelming. Stress increases, motivation disappears, old habits return. Instead, successful people think differently. They focus on tiny victories. 1 push-up, 1 page, 5 minutes, 1 healthy meal. These actions seem almost too small, but that's exactly why they work. Each success tells your brain, "I keep promises to myself." Confidence grows, momentum builds. Eventually, those tiny actions become automatic. Remember, big transformations are built from invisible daily decisions. Point 5. The secret is making bad habits harder. Most people try to increase willpower. That's exhausting. Instead, change the system. Want to stop scrolling? Leave your phone in another room. Want to eat healthier? Don't keep junk food at home. Want to wake up earlier? Place your alarm across the room. Want to study more? Keep your books open before you sleep. Tiny environmental changes remove unnecessary decisions. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. Think of your future self. Don't make life harder for them. Make good choices obvious. Make bad choices inconvenient. Your brain usually follows the path of least resistance. Use that truth to your advantage. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. 2 futures stand before you. In one future, nothing changes. The same excuses, the same regrets, the same habits quietly stealing your confidence 1 day at a time. In the other future, you make 1 small decision today. Just 1. You take 1 step. Tomorrow you take another, then another. Not because change is easy, but because every tiny victory reshapes your brain. Remember this, your habits don't just build your future. They build the person who will live in that future. Your brain learned every bad habit through repetition, which means it can learn better ones the exact same way. So don't ask yourself, "Can I change?" Ask yourself, "What small action can I repeat today?" Because the life you've been dreaming about doesn't begin with one giant breakthrough. It begins with one tiny habit, repeated long enough to become who you are. If this message helped you see your habits in a new way, share it with someone who needs this reminder. And remember, your brain may love bad habits today, but with patience, consistency, and the right system, it can learn to love the habits that build an extraordinary life.